Slingshot Kissimmee. Hold on to your hats, because we're about to take a wild ride on the Slingshot. But buckle up as we uncover the shocking truth about the world's tallest slingshot, Slingshot Kissimmee, and a recent incident that left riders praying for survival. Are these towering giants as safe as they seem? Let's uncover the grim truth. Are you ready for a heart-stopping, adrenaline-pumping thrill ride? Look no further than the Slingshot. These towering giants launch riders to unimaginable heights, reaching over 360 feet in the sky. But let me tell you, are slingshots truly as safe as they seem? Don't be so quick to judge, my friend. The answer to that question might not be as straightforward as you would think. Back in 2001, the Slingshot Kissimmee was introduced. It stood at a height of 365 feet, making it currently the world's tallest slingshot at the time. But there was something a lot more grim about the ride. On March 19, 2021, the Kissimmee Slingshot was inspected by state ride inspectors and passed without any issues. On March 26, 2021, it was operating normally. As the night unfolded, two teenagers eagerly hopped onto the rider capsule around 9:30 p.m. The Slingshot launched, and the ride began its usual cycle. But then it happened. One of the cables on the right side of the ride snapped. The capsule came to a sudden halt, dangling 35 feet in the air near the right tower. Miraculously, the teenagers were unharmed. A while before the ride started, the operators appeared to be skipping the usual cable checks, and the winds were picking up, reaching 15 miles per hour. Could these factors have played a role in the heart-stopping accident that followed? It was also noticed that the rider capsule was flipping more than usual. Could this have caused the cables on the right side of the Slingshot to become twisted and crossed? The force exerted on the cables, combined with the friction from their movement, may have led to one of them snapping. It's a chilling thought. You have to realize that not all slingshots are created equal. In fact, there's a particular type of slingshot that's notorious for its safety concerns. It's called the Ejection Seat, and it's an older and rarer design that first gained popularity in the early 1990s. While a few of these rides still operate today, they've earned quite the reputation for being unsafe. So what makes these ejection seat rides so dangerous? Well, for starters, their restraint systems are often less complex compared to other rides. But the real culprit here is the elastic bands used for propulsion. These bands are tensioned by winches at the top of two towering towers, and they're the only thing keeping the rider capsule in place. Can you imagine the tension? These bands are prone to snapping like a giant rubber band during operation. Just picture it. You're catapulted into the air, soaring towards the sky, and suddenly, snap. One of the bands break, and you're sent hurtling through the air at breakneck speed. It's a nightmare come true. But that's not all. These ejection seat rides are often manufactured by individual showmen and unlicensed Chinese ride manufacturers. Talk about a recipe for disaster. With little to no regulatory oversight, accidents are just waiting to happen. Now, here's where the story of the accident gets intriguing. Could it have been a simple operation error? After all, the ride had passed a state inspection just days before. There's speculation that a mistake during the loading process might have been the culprit. Two cables connect to the top pulley assembly and the spring box on each side of the rider capsule. Was a crucial step missed, leading to the dreaded cable snap? It's all speculation at this point, as details of the investigation remain scarce. Despite the accident, the Slingshot Group wasted no time in reopening the ride after repairs. It's a puzzling move that leads us with more questions than answers. Does it mean that maintenance wasn't to blame? Or is there more to this story that we're not being told? One thing's for sure though, the Slingshot Kissimmee accident was a heart-stopping moment. The thought of being in that rider capsule, dangling in midair, and suddenly hearing a loud snap is enough to send shivers down your spine. It's a chilling reminder of the risks of thrill rides and the importance of safety protocols. As we eagerly await updates on the investigation, one question looms large. Can riders trust that every precaution is being taken to ensure their safety? This accident has raised important concerns about operator responsibilities and the need for stricter safety measures. In the meantime, let's not forget the silver lining. Thankfully, no one was harmed in the accident. But that doesn't diminish the gravity of the situation. It's a stark reminder that even with state inspections and maintenance checks, accidents can happen. What do you think happened? Let me know in the comments.